our channel, Hear Me Out. I'm Dee,
I'm E.
and today we're going to be talking to you guys about some people that you probably have heard of. I know for sure one you have, and another who we've discussed very briefly in the past, but we want to give you guys some information here because I think this is important. We need to know who the people behind the people are, right? And
Hmm.
I'm talking about a luncheon. Innocuous, but not really. A luncheon between Elon Musk and Bernard Arnault. And I just want to make sure I said Arnault
Notes.
correctly because hello, French. Anyway, so, okay, like we've said in the past in previous episodes, Bernard Arnault is the CEO of LVMH, which, I mean, they pretty much own everything as far as luxury goods. So we're thinking, oh my gosh, why are these people meeting? Elon Musk, who does Tesla, Starlink, Twitter, why are they meeting?
Twitter?
Twitter. But
Tell me
like
how you really feel.
that's a whole nother story, and we're not getting into that because I can definitely rant, but I'm not going
Okay, okay, back here. Let's go.
to. No, okay, so we thought this is an interesting little luncheon here. What's going on? So they met in Paris, had lunch together. Elon brought his mother, and I don't know, I think that's a little odd, but whatever. Bernard brought his two sons, but Bernard's sons, of course, they all like work together. This is a whole family thing at LVMH. But yeah, we're like, this is an interesting thing. What's going to happen here? And that was kind of like the primary thing. Elon, of course, being Elon, has been traveling because he's trying to come up with another base for a Tesla headquarters, right? To create, manufacture his Teslas. He has one already, which is near Berlin, or somewhere near in Germany. And he's trying to see where else he could start another plant. And many European countries are courting him, including France, where President Macron met with him, took a picture, posted it on Twitter, whatever. And apparently, Italy, Spain, they're all vying for his attention, for him to bring the plant over to them. Um, so yeah, I mean, what do we know about these guys? What do we want to tell the people about them and why, they kind of matter.
Well, he was also there because he's scheduled to speak at the Viva Technology event in Paris. So
Right.
this is all linked. You'll see how this works, guys. All
Yeah.
right, so this is hosted by Publicis Group SA and Le Echos, which is owned by Arnold's family in LVMH. Dun dun
Mm.
dun.
Hmm.
Um, and he has a bunch of venture capitalists and things like that. So, they talking money.
Oh yeah.
We know that they are the richest and second richest people in the world. So, that's how the world moves. For
Hmm.
those who want to know how much they're worth, I'm gonna tell you right now.
Whew.
According to the Bloomberg Billionaire Index, Musk and Arnault are worth 426 billion combined. Like, how long would it take me to count 426 billion dollars as an accountant? Any
A
guesses? Let me
couple,
know in the comments.
a couple lifetimes. I don't know.
A couple lifetimes, I will count that money real quick if I can get some. According to Forbes evaluation, Elon and Bernard, yeah,
Bernard, yeah.
share a total value of 470 billion, so even more, which is nuts.
Yeah.
As far as Elon Musk, he's the richest man in the world. I'm sure you guys know. Eccentric dude. I love him. His name starts with the E, mine starts with the E. You get where we're going.
Oh my God.
He has an estimated net worth of $229 billion as of June 15th. His net worth increased by 92.4 billion this year, mainly thanks to the surge in the Tesla stock. And his fortune is based on his stakes at Tesla and SpaceX, which is a rocket and satellite company.
Hmm.
Regarding Bernard, according to Bloomberg Billionaires Index, He's the second richest man in the world, estimated net worth of 197 billion, up 34.8 billion this year. He's a French executive at LVMH, which we know he's the CEO and the top individual shareholder. So he makes decisions over there. He is who I want to be. I wear all his merch. Well, all his whatever merch.
Yeah.
For those who don't know, LVMH is a luxury goods conglomerate, encompasses over 70 luxury brands, including everything you love, everything you see on Instagram, YouTube. You're wearing it, I'm wearing it, Outer Space is wearing it, Dior, Louis Vuitton, Fendi, Givenchy, Tiffany and Co., Moet, Hennessy, drinks, makeup, Fenty Beauty. You guys know,
Yeah.
y'all wearing it, you smell like it, you're blinging it. He's all over. According to Forbes valuation, his family net worth is $233 billion. So that's nuts.
Insane.
It's
Like,
just crazy to think that, there's so many people in the world who don't have a dime. Not
no.
to point, any specific direction, but,
Yeah.
the rich really do dominate.
And just to kind of like piggyback off of that, I mean, like you said, it's what everyone out there wears. It's what everyone out there like even as far as Elon, it's what people be driving, and so like for other fellow YouTubers, like these are the people that you guys get your stuff from, technically, right? Like I mean, they are part of the 1%. They are the reason why we have certain things out there, why there are channels dedicated to luxury goods, luxury bags, like how many YouTube channels are there of people showing off their Louis or showing off, all of the different stuff that they get at like Tiffany's or, like just different things that, I mean, gosh, and then also the makeup videos, the makeup channels, right? Fenty Beauty. I mean, that's definitely been so many different places, and especially most recently after the Super Bowl. So, yeah, these guys, these two men who, otherwise we wouldn't normally be talking about two rich white men having lunch, but like, guys, they kind of run everything, in essence, especially because it's everyday stuff. People who wear their products and, who drive their products and everything. I mean, I don't know, that's pretty bonkers to me.
So why were they having lunch, just chilling? My speculation, actually, I'll tell you later what my speculation. Well, nobody knows what they actually discussed, but since Elon was at this conference, there was a whole bunch of advertisers. So people think that it's Twitter and advertising related. LVMH is one of the world's largest advertisers. Of course, we mentioned we're wearing
Mhm.
everything, we're driving, you know, they run
Yeah,
the world basically.
basically.
And Twitter has seen a large advertising exodus since Musk acquired it for 44 billion in October because
Hmm.
brands fear that their ads will be associated with tweets disseminating hate and false information. That's all we're going to say about that.
Okay.
So that's all we're going to say. We're going to keep it PG. Um, in March, Elon said that his advertising revenue has dropped as much as 50% since he took over. So, Twitter's hurting for money, probably. Not
Yeah,
Elon, clearly. I just read how much money.
yeah.
Um, so basically, I think that he's probably trying to drive some traffic, drive some ads over there.
Yeah,
But, he needs to fix stuff at Twitter. I think, as far as I know, there's a new CEO. He has stepped
yeah,
down. He's trying to restructure it. He came in too hard, and that's why it dropped so fast. So I think, he's just trying to backpedal and fix things a little bit.
yeah. Maybe to quote, uh, artist formerly known as Hannah Montana, he came in like a wrecking ball. Um, he, He sure did. And that's all I'll say about that. That's all. That's all. I'm not gonna get into it, guys, because
Now,
we'll be
what
here all
I
night.
think that they were talking about was their super yachts. You know, did Elon buy Saturn? Like, you know,
The planning it.
yeah, the planet. Like,
Oh,
what
okay.
else can he own on Earth? He needs to move outer
Okay.
space. You know, he has a
Yeah. Yeah.
rocket,
No.
SpaceX. He owns Saturn. How many rings did he acquire? I don't know. I think, Bernard and his family, they probably own all the sand in the Sahara Desert. They're probably talking about all
Oh,
the things that they own. Like, can you
yeah.
imagine? And just imagine all the things they get for free just because of who they are.
Right.
I think, and it goes with celebrities too. They get like
Yeah.
so many
Free
free
stuff.
things just for advertising purposes. So it's
Yeah.
like they have all this money and they're not even spending their money. They're spending their money on like probably frivolous things or
Yeah.
maybe things that are a little worthwhile for them, but I want to count your billions. Please let me count. Let me stash a
um,
couple
we're
legally.
definitely
Stash a
we're
couple
definitely
legally.
not a financial channel, guys. Just so y'all know, this isn't about like it's not about finance, but it is interesting, to kind of get some like insight a little bit into who these people are because they really do drive a lot of what um sells in this country and around the world, obviously, because Elon is over there in Europe right now. And so, I mean, it's crazy to think like when you see all of these different products, when you see all of these different things out there, or when you hear about Twitter and like the whole SpaceX thing and all that. I mean, like it's crazy because it really does, kind of touch everybody's lives in one way or another, but you don't know that it's these two people, right? Like you don't really think about it because all you see on the news and in social media is about the high profile celebrities, right? The gossip, the drama. But like we should be paying attention to what these people are doing because what could have they been discussing? It had to have been business. This ain't a friendly lunch. It's not. There's no way. It had to be business. What business could they have together, right? So I can definitely see how it could be something like what's speculated about like the revenue and all that stuff considering marketing at Twitter, and just trying to kind of like maybe undo some of the damage he did. I don't know if that's really gonna happen. But yeah, I'm intrigued by what's gonna come out of this. And I think that like it's important to know what they're doing because like I mean, when the heck did LVMH just buy up everything? Like I feel like it just happened like out of nowhere.
No, it hasn't happened out of nowhere. I
Yeah.
think he started the whole, acquiring conglomerate thing since like 1987. So we were just born.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
like, probably a little before that, but we're not gonna throw in dates. So, it's been happening for a while. I
Okay.
think that, to go on your point and piggyback a little, just, Elon is kind of beefing with, the US Congress right now and
Oh
all
yeah.
the things that they don't like that he does and
Right.
the regulations that they want to impose. So you can see how that affects us in a political sense and
Right.
the laws and things that, could affect us. As far as vehicles, the US is probably trying to push and gives a lot of tax benefits to EV cars, electric
Right.
vehicles like Tesla, So just imagine, the tax breaks that he gets for that, tax breaks we get, for driving those kind of vehicles as well. So, they might seem like, people that we don't really care about, but they influence a lot. And we
Wow.
haven't even mentioned the honorable mention that I'm going to mention. I'm so funny. Jeff Bezos and how he's taken over with
Gosh.
Amazon and they're a whole little I don't know. I don't even know what to call them.
Another
Like,
world.
yeah, a whole world, a conglomerate. They've gone to pharmaceuticals, the clothes we wear. I'm wearing Amazon right now, and it's so cute. Um, the clothes we wear, everything that we buy, we know how much we depended on them during the pandemic.
For sure.
So, and how much their revenue has skyrocketed since then.
Yeah.
And they're trying to get into all these different ventures. They own Whole Foods.
Yeah.
I'm kind of drawing a blank about Amazon.
Pharmaceuticals, I think, as well, is something that they've
Hmm.
moved into.
They're pushing pharmaceuticals. So they can be a competitor to one of the companies that I work for. Because I have a full-time job and I'm not as rich as all these top three that we've talked about.
Shout out to the full-time jobbers.
Woo, woo. So, yeah, all these people really do influence, you
Yeah.
know, everything that we do. And
Yeah.
if we should really know the power that we possess, because if we all come together and if there's something that we disagree in and we boycott these people, not that I'm, you know, a proponent of boycotting and things like that, but if we really want change, we got to hurt them at their pockets.
For sure. And I think something that I've wanted to do for a long time, speaking of Congress, is to treat these politicians and these corporate giants as celebrities as well. The same way that we are like seeing, news magazine covers, or we're seeing social media posts about like um the Kardashians of the world, or like George Clooney or like Brad Pitt, all these different people, the same way that we're seeing stuff about them, we should be seeing stuff about Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, and Bernard
Mhm.
Arnault. I don't care about Jeff Bezos being on a yacht with his girlfriend. That's
One of
fine,
the biggest yachts in the world, by the way.
of course, naturally. But it's like we should know a little bit more about what they've got going on, because it does influence a lot. It is important. And so much of what we do, is really run by a lot of their stuff, and how things work with what they're doing and not doing. So, yeah, like, gotta pay attention to everything, guys. Sometimes it might seem very innocuous, or like, who cares about these two rich guys having lunch? But we're gonna find out, I'm sure, soon enough, what's gonna come out of this. And if it's like something how we're thinking it might be, yeah, it's important to pay attention. It's important.
Definitely. And don't forget Dogecoin. Elon is behind all that and trying to integrate it with Twitter and things like that. So we saw I don't know if it was like over a year ago when he went to Saturday Night Live.
Oh,
I was in the Dogecoin gang. I was like, oh, it's
yeah.
gonna go to $1 and I'm
Yep.
gonna be as rich as them. I wasn't, I'm here.
No.
Um,
Didn't
but
work out.
just imagine, somebody who's in the finance world. I even got caught up in something like that, which,
Mhm.
technically I should know a little better. So, it's
Yeah.
important to do your research. We saw, not to get into crypto and things like that, but we saw like Doge just skyrocket to like 39 cents after being, tenths of a penny. And
Yeah.
he went to Saturday Night Live and it immediately dropped.
I
So
know.
just imagine all the money that people lost just because of
Mhm.
his influence. So, they can
Yeah.
push a plethora of things. So
Right.
it's important to do your research and, stay abreast of everything that's going on and how it can affect you.
Definitely. Well, I think that about covers the luncheon that we don't know what they talked about, but we think we know what they talked about.
I'm
We'll
sure
miss
he
you.
owns Saturn. I can guarantee it.
At least a couple of the rings. At least,
At least a couple.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
Well,
let us know.
MJ, Michael Jordan is trying to sell the Charlotte Hornets for
Oh, the
3 billion.
Hornets. Yeah.
So he probably owns 6 rings. Get it?
Oh my gosh.
I'm done with the jokes. I'm done. I'm
Guys, we're gonna give you a little bit more story on that on another video. So don't listen to her and her craziness right now.
done.
Thank you
Well,
all for listening and for watching. Make sure you guys subscribe. Join
click
us.
the notification bell so you know when we upload videos. We are funny and we are informative. Okay.
Super informative, guys. I mean, come on.
All right.
Anyway, thank
Until
you
next
guys.
time. Peace.